Hello everyone, this is Arkady from JoyT5. Today we have Donovan that's come to visit us again.
Back again!
And together we will do a demo video of a 2025 6-ton JT5600 mini excavator. Two biggest differences in 2025 model is that it has an updated cab. As you see, the rear of the cab is larger to improve the visibility and the interior looks different. But the most important difference is the new hydraulic pump which was installed here. The previous year models had a triple gear pump, while now we have a variable displacement load sensing piston pump with 142 liters per minute flow. This significantly improves the smoothness of the machine and the operation of it. As usual, we'll start by doing a walk around the machine from the exterior, show you inside the engine compartment, show you the interior of the machine, and then in the end of this video, we'll show you how it runs and how it moves.
Now, let's go to the business end and start this walk around. So at this end of the machine here, we have a standard 26.5-inch digging bucket with 5 teeth and nice cutting edges. Now this machine has been spec'd up, and Arkady will tell us exactly what that means.
Yes, we work directly with the factory that makes this machine, and the upgrades to be added is the hydraulic quick hitch, hydraulic thumb, side swing boom. In the cab we added an AC, and then also we got it pre-plumbed for a 4-way blade, just in case the customer will want one down the road. It will be easy to install as it's just 3 pins and 2 hoses. Here's a close-up of the bucket. Here's a close look on the hydraulic hook hitch. It has a handy hook, which is very helpful. There's our line burst valve for the quick hitch, so quick hitch will not open even if the hoses are disconnected. Here is the hydraulic thumb. Then going up, here's a close-up of our boom. As usual, all of the moving points have grease nipples, and everything that moves can be greased here. That's our side swing boom and our dozer blade. That's our side swing boom cylinder. And here's the plumbing for the 4-way blade. Over here, we have one of the work lights. This one is the compartment for the battery with a master battery switch. This section is your diesel fuel tank. This would be your hydraulic oil tank, hydraulic oil side glass, and then we have a double speed travel motors at the bottom. There is a close-up of the undercarriage. Over here, we have our intake air pre-cleaner and then backup camera.
So now let's get to the fun part. Let's see this 57 horsepower Yanmar. That's nice.
Here's a close-up of the engine compartment. Over here, we have our AC radiator, our hydraulic oil radiator, engine coolant radiator, the 14V98C Yanmar engine, this machine has great access to everything if you need to do your engine work. And here's the variable displacement piston pump. That makes this machine running a lot smoother. And then obviously our massive counterweight. Now let's take a look inside the cab. As in last year model, it does have a door latch to keep the door in place if you want to run it with the door open. Here's a close-up of the interior. This will be your hydraulic lock. This lever is to unlatch the door. And now you can pull it open. Here we have our AC. At the bottom, we have our driving pedals. This is the seat adjustments for the weight of the operator. Here's our buttons for the hydraulic hitch, lights, low and high gear selector, windshield wipers, our ignition keys, air vents, backup camera, the console that shows us the engine RPMs and temperature, and the front glass can be lifted up. At the back, we have our radio and our speakers. Now let's start the machine and show you the display. So first, we're gonna hold it to the left for 5 to 6 seconds. That's our glow plugs. And then turn it to the right to start. Starts like a charm. In the screen, we can see our machine hours, our battery voltage, engine temperature, and our fuel level. One thing I didn't show here is that this would be our engine RPM knob, and this is a lever for the dozer blades. Also, we have our backup camera monitor. It's a quite roomy cab and very comfortable in my opinion. And now Donald will jump inside the cab and show us how this machine can move. And then after this, he will share his opinion on the differences of operation between the 2024 and 2025 model.
All right, let's give this thing a whirl. I'm looking forward to this with this new pump. Oh, that's smooth. That's very smooth. I like that. Oh yeah. That's got some pickup to it. Yeah. Holy. Yeah. That can move. All right, let's take this thing for a walk. Start in low gear, and then we'll go to high gear after. Let's get her into high gear and see what she does. Let's get some height.
All right, Donovan, please share your opinion on how this machine runs.
This, to me, I feel is a great big upgrade from the previous model. It is so smooth, so fluid, effortless on the sticks to get it to do anything. I did ask it to do quite a few functions at one time in both high and low speed, which I'm sure they will show you. Then it responded very positively to that. I did expect it to bog down a little bit. This bogged down less than I thought it would, and a lot less than the previous machine did. The dozer blade is smooth and fluid as well. You can take it down in little increments. The house feels planted. The tracks and now on the undercarriage feel solid. The side swing boom, again, nice and smooth. You can get micro movements out of it if you wanted to. This machine will let you either be rammy or let you be very smooth depending on you as an operator. This is something that I would really, really like to have. Maybe one day, hopefully soon.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that you found it useful. If you're going to have any questions about JoyT5 machines such as excavators, skid steers, wheel loaders, and any other type of equipment we offer, including custom-made attachments, please visit JoyT5.com or contact one of our dealers. And as always, like and subscribe.